Hi guys, watching Droid Crunch. I am Lokesh Kapoor and in this video we're going to talk about FunnelForms. So I have installed the FunnelForms plugin on my dummy website. Talking about the FunnelForms, it is a very amazing plugin if you are looking to create multi-step forms, you want to record more sales, you want to record more leads, and you want to achieve more results. The reviews on multiple platforms talk a lot about the legacy of this plugin, the effectiveness of this plugin of course, and it just costs you $22 per month if you go for the pro plan, and this gives you all the features of this in extremely useful plugin. You have unlimited questions, contact form, all the things are there. Without talking a lot about this, let us quickly go ahead and see how you can use this form plugin. Okay, if you want to use a free version of it, you can also do that. It's available on WordPress plugins directory, so you can download it from right there. So of course there are some features which are very restricted for the free users, but it's like very amazing. So quickly let's head over to our dashboard of FunnelForms, where you can record some impressions, leads, conversion rate. This is the rate by 2 upon 13, the percentage of it, impression up to conversion. So all of the you can also change the month, okay, the year, so you can see the leads in various date time. Then you have the first steps menu, where you can see all the steps that you have to do in order to create the form. You can see the introductory video which guides you from where you can start and how you can set up the form the right way. So but this video is not in English, so you will have to suffer if you are not if you are not in other languages, you are an English person or you are a native English, then you may struggle using this plugin, because most of the even the website is not in English. Sometimes it opens up in different language, but the plugin is extremely useful. So let us quickly create the form. To create the form, let us quickly go to our question section and let's add a new question. For the questions, we have some elements to use. I will be using this single selection element, and I can say please select your order, and I have already downloaded some images from free pick, and I will be using these images right there. Okay, and here as well, and here as well. So this is the image of butter chicken, and this is the image of pav bhaji, and this is the image of burger, and this one is of pizza. Okay, so we have just created question. Now we can save it and we can create a few more questions as well. After saving this one out, I will be adding one more question, and I can say text area. I can say from where do you belong. Okay, I can also write some description. In the text settings, I can choose the placeholder to help the users enter the right field values, and I can also select the minimum number of characters, maximum number of characters, and all of those settings as well. I can allow the text only, or I can allow numbers only. For example, I want users to input their pin code. In that case, I can click on this button, and if I don't want users to put their pin code or phone numbers or any of the numbered values, then I can set this to allow text only. And if I want users to specify the date, then I can set allow date only, and vice versa. And this is when I want users to specifically or mandatorily input some values, then I can set it to required field. And when it is done, I can save the form field. Okay, questions I can save. Now I can head over to the contact forms. We have now two questions, and this one is for the contact forms, basically to retrieve values from the users, their names, emails, and all the fields, and this is recorded in our leads. So whatever the information the user will input here on the contact forms will be recorded to our leads generation. Okay, so we have plenty of elements that we can use in our contact forms. For dummy or for the default, we have like name field, email field, phone number field, and a checkbox field and a button field. We can also include this Google reCAPTCHA HTML content to write something here or there on our contact form, and we also include the salutation. For now I will keep to these fields, and before we save this form, it is very mandatory that we change the name of the form. So contact form title, we can say my first contact form. So if this form is for your real estate, you can say real estate. If it's for something, or you just denote it the way you want to recognize it, that you had created this form for that purpose. So name it very crucial in this case. So before we save it, let's go to our settings. Okay, in our settings we can also say recipient email. We can also set our own email, and reply to email we can say mail. So mail is basically the email ID of the user that we will be retrieving. And when done, you can also set this to WP mail or SMTP mail server if you have entered it manually. And in the contact form settings, you can activate this checkbox to display the progress bar on the contact form. I don't want the progress bar, so I will keep it deselected. And you can also include some JavaScript code to execute on load or to execute after submit based on your requirements, and then you can save this form out. It is showing an error because we don't have a name here for the contact form. So let's quickly give it a name, my contact form. And we also have this red, so you can say answers here, and let's save this one out. So now our contact form is saved. So if you get such kind of errors, then definitely you should change the values over here, and you should name your form. Okay, give it a valid name. Okay, now we can move to our forms. We have one contact form, 2 questions, and now we can create our multi-step form. We also set dark mode, but I will keep to this default mode. And here we have 2 questions, our contact form, and dual redirected webhooks that we can use. And now let us just drag and drop to this canvas kind of interface, and we can use these boxes, check marks. These you get in like Figma or all of that. You can set connectors probably, so you can connect the starting point to over this question, or probably you can use this one as well. You can select it. So first it will ask from where do you belong. The user will input the region, and then he will redirect to this question that says please select your order. Okay, and now we can use our contact form. We can say that if the user selects burger, only then he will be redirected to this form. Okay, otherwise he is redirected to this URL. Okay, https google.com. okay, we can also use webhooks. You need to enter some URLs for the webhooks, but for now let's keep to this very simple form. So if burger is selected, then contact form, otherwise Google. Okay, let's save it right now here. And an error has been occurred because we don't have a name, so better give it a name, multi-step form. Okay, let's save it for now and head over to our any page. Okay, and in our forms you can access all of these forms. You can generate the code for pop-up or an embed code, or this is our default shortcode. If you are using the free version of the plugin, you will not be able to generate the pop code or the embed code, but you can use a shortcode to include it on anywhere on your pages. So I will create a new page, and I can say my multi-step form, and here I can use a shortcode block, and here I can paste my shortcode that I received and just hit publish, and here I can see my form. Okay, and it is in the default design. So the text area, from where do you belong, I can say India. And now I am here on the second question. If I choose pav bhaji, I will be redirected to where? Google. Pav bhaji, okay, I will redirect it to contact form. If burger, then contact form. Any other, Google. Okay, so let's click any other, Google, and burger. I have to reload it first. Okay, let's say India, and if I say burger, then I'll be directed to the contact form. Okay, so the condition works perfectly well. Now if I input my name, email, number, anything, and checkbox field and submit button. So thanks, the form is submitted and I can receive the leads here. Okay, so this is the lead that I received. You will be able to check all the field values. Okay, you can also add some hidden fields as well. So this is how it works, and very interesting part is that you can also customize your forms. In order to customize your form, just click on your form, okay, and click on design settings. Here you have design settings. First of all, you have in general settings the form sent image, the message that will be shown when the form is sent, automatic scroll, right to left, languages. For form language, you can change the form languages, as you can set loading animations. You can match the form width to the container width, and you can save it here. You can change the coloring, you can change the colors of the form, you can change the font sizes of your form for various items, for various wrappers. You can set the border radius. Okay, you can set it to 0 as well, and you can change the contact form design and font settings. And you don't have to go to a page, you can just click show preview and the form will be shown right on here. Okay, so there is no padding now. Okay, looks very appealing, isn't it? And the same way, you have some appointment events. You can add appointment events as well. You can connect it with your Outlook, your Google Calendar, your Exchange, iCloud, anywhere, and then you can use it for appointments and bookings as well. And you have various integrations available in FunnelForms. You can use ActiveCampaign, Zapier, MessageBird, Pipedrive, HubSpot, Make, FinCRM, ClickTip, GetResponse, and your most loved one, MailChimp. And you can also check out their affiliate program. You can head over to their help center if you're stuck anywhere in any step of building any form. And you can also import the forms. You have like plenty of demo imports, I would say, for lawyer demo, for Tyler demo, fitness coach demo. You can just click on them and you can import the complete form, and you can see how they are built, and you can use that for your learning as well. For example, this is a real estate agent demo. I will import it right there, and it's imported. I will go to forms. So now here I have this real agent demo form. I can click on this, so you can see how these forms are built, and they're very complex in nature. They're very there are plenty of interactive items. Okay, there are plenty of connectors, conditions, and this is very complex. So you can definitely make forms like this. You can do calculations, and everything is possible in this form. But remember that you must check out everything very carefully. And this is all for today's video, but before we end, let me show you the license and app thing. So you get the license and an application. you can record all leads from your application. If I unlink from here, I will be able to get a QR code, and you just need to install the FunnelForms application on your phone, and you can set the QR code, and then you can see all the leads for on your smartphone that you receive on your FunnelForms. So this was all about today's video. Let me know in comments how how you feel about these forms. Have you used it ever, and would you use it for your lead generation campaigns? And what do you think about it? Do you have any alternatives or competitors, or any form that you see is more effective or very close to these forms? And I would love to know your feedback. And if you're new, please subscribe my channel. I make such videos every now and then, and if you like it, please head over to subscribe and give it a like. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.